Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out In-Demand Jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Yeah, welcome to Kamiah High School. This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of North Idaho Game Night. Brought to you by Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Ideal Idaho College Savings Program, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Ryan Skaggs joining you this evening. In the booth with me is Tim Silflo. And yes, we are in Kendrick, not Kamiah. It's Kamiah taking on Kendrick. Thank you, Tim. That's why you're the best color man in the business.
It's all right. You've been up for a while.
I was going to get some heat for that one.
You've been up for a while.
I've been up since 2:30 this morning because of hunting. So, yeah, anyways, we are here for what is the de facto, it kind of looks like the league championship game.
I agree.
Between the visiting Kamiah Kubs taking on the Kendrick Tigers, #1 in the state of Idaho. Can they go wire to wire this year? I mean, you look at the stat line, this Kendrick stat line, 483 points to 8 on defense is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, first off, just a huge testament to their defense. I know it was mentioned the other night on the 8-man prep cast, but this Kendrick defense, I just don't think gets the talk that their offense is. Their offense is such a high-powered, so many athletes, but those same athletes are playing defense, and they're just as athletic, they're fast, just absolutely shut down teams. And got some stats from Coach Kep, led by Colt Kep, 15 sacks on the season.
That is unbelievable.
According to Max Preps, he leads the state in this category. So it's just an impressive group.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what they're able to do offensively. We see the numbers, right? They just blow short out the scoreboard. Of the 483 points, how many of those have come from the defensive side of the ball is what's even more crazy. So.
Yeah, lots of pick sixes, lots of return punts.
Yeah, so we're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll be back here in about 75 seconds here on IdahoSports.com.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
And welcome back to the broadcast booth here at Kendrick High School as the Tigers are taking on the visiting Kamiah Kubs. We were talking about this in pregame. You know, Kendrick comes in with a vaunted offense. Kamiah has been the vaunted defense, you know, kind of if you look at numbers statistically within the state of Idaho, 158 points for, 52 points against.
Yep.
They're led by Lawson Landmark at the quarterback position. I mean, pretty nice stat lines. 44 of 72 passing, 759 yards. One interception on the year. I mean, that's pretty good.
No, that's huge. I mean, and they've played some good teams. They've played some good defenses. So to just have that one interception and 72 attempts, I'd take that if I was a coach. I'd be just fine with that.
100%. And you look at it, they're averaging right around 200 yards rushing per game as a team. Todd Roberts has 281 yards receiving on the year. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we just touched on it. Damian Ochoa leading with 8 tackles per game. Rylan Skinner puts the pressure on from the defensive line position with 4 sacks on the season so far. So, I mean, they can play. Let's be real. Kamiah, yep. We know how good Kendrick is. It's kind of the question that's looming around the state is who's number 2?
Yeah,
and so
big question.
It's been a big question. So, it's like the who's who of you can go through the Grace or you can look at Kamiah. A few weeks ago it was like, oh, it's Logos. Oh, it's Potlatch. Oh, it's so there's been this revolving door of who wants to be second place. Yep. And ultimately it's going to come down to what happens, at the end of the season in the state championship game. But it would be awesome to see an all-White Pine championship final. That would be, and it's possible.
Yeah, it is possible. Yeah, no, it is possible. It
just speaks with the depth of this conference.
Yeah. Well, and I think currently, 3 of the top 4 ranked teams right now are from the White Pine League. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, that is correct. And so, what these teams have been able to do this year and within the conference, and there's some big games going on tonight elsewhere within the White Pine League as well. So we'll be sure to update you on scores as they continue to roll in tonight. But we've got our starting lineups coming up for the ball game. We're first going to go offensively for Kendrick. At wide receiver is going to be 6'2" senior Riley Rhodes at center. At the offensive line position, Nathan Kimberling, number 4. He's a 6', 210 junior. I mean, he's a specimen. I'm telling you what, he's talking about a dude. Travis Hicks, senior, 6'3", 220 offensive lineman. Orion Stewart, he's going to be at the running back spot, 5'9", 165 junior. Number 6, Colt Kep is going to be number 7. He's a senior, 6'3", 185 offensive lineman. He is the younger brother of the head coach, Ty Kep, who's in his first year. Maddox Kirkland's at quarterback. He's a signal caller, 6'2", QB. He's a junior. Cade Silflo, wide receiver, 6'2", 165-pound senior. And then Tanner Clemenhagen, the sledgehammer, fullback, running back, whatever you want to call him. He is the absolute door closer. He's a 6', 275-pound senior for the Tigers. On the defensive side of the ball, starting for Kamiah at DB is going to be Lawson Landmark, number 6, a 6-foot junior. Everett Oatman at the other DB spot, number 7. He is a 5'10" senior. Gavin Schoening is going to be at the linebacker position, 5'11", 155-pound senior. Todd Roberts at the defensive back position, 5'7", 125. Dylan Lockhart at defensive end, 6'4", 200-pound senior. Gunnar Wyatt going to be at one of the nose positions. He's a 5'11", 205-pound senior. And then Rylan Skinner at nose guard, 6'1", 215-pounder, and then led by Damian Ochoa in the middle at linebacker. He's a junior, 5'7", 165-pound junior for the Cubs. So that is your starting lineups for both teams. We're ready to get this thing underway, I think.
So I've got an interesting stat here for you, if you will. Nathan Kimberling used to play running back, moved to offensive line. Here's some weightlifting stats for you. Just squatted 490, benching over 300 pounds.
There you go.
What you said about him just being an absolute beast is absolutely correct.
Those stats will transfer. So we're ready for the kickoff here as Everett Oatman's got it teed up for the Cubs. He's going to put toe to leather. As Tanner's going to receive, Tanner Clemenhagen's going to bring it up across the 10, cuts back to the left, across the 20. Still on his feet along the sideline. and hurdles man out of bounds, and he'll be spotted, see, right around the 40-yard line is where Kendrick's going to start with the football. So a good field position for the Tigers.
A little pre-game rainstorm that came through, and you could see it right there, the Kamiah defense coming down and a couple kids slipping on their feet and let Tanner kind of get to the edge a little bit there.
We had a flyover in the game, and I think we got one right here in the booth too. It's these pine beetles.
Oh yeah, no,
they're everywhere.
And every time they fly at you, I think it's an angry yellow jacket coming at you, the way they sound.
So Kirkland in the shotgun, and he's going to shift out wide, and we're going to go kind of a wildcat look with Nathan Twite back there. And he's going to run on the direct snap straight ahead. He's going to pick up the first down, hard yards there, and a nice gain on first down and a pickup of 16 for the Tigers. Nathan Twite on the direct snap.
It'll be an interesting formation to see at some point in time because Nate's a former quarterback. He can chuck it if he needs to. So
yes, sir.
Open some different looks up for you.
So first down at 10. Ball in Kamiah territory at the 44-yard line. Twite wide to the right. That's a tongue twister. And he's going to just run the quick hitch pattern out to the near side. He's got the catch, and he's run out of bounds across the 30 down to the 29. Pick up a 15.
Tackle by number 6, Watson Landmark for the Cubs.
Landmark on the tackle for Kamiah.
Brings the ball down to the 29-yard line. First down, Kendrick.
So back-to-back first downs for the Tigers to start things off. Kirkland's going to deliver over to the far sideline. Rotes at center with the catch. Through one defender. He's still on his feet fighting hard yards, and he's close to the line to gain, and I think he's going to have just enough for the first down. So pickup of 11 for Raleigh Rotes at center.
You know, this might be the most offensive plays Kendrick's ran in their opening series in a few games. Seriously, most of the games I've been to, it's first play, second play. So
shows the level of competition improving.
Agreed. Yeah. No, Kendrick's got a tough stretch coming. They got some really good games coming up ahead of them here.
Definitely getting the lion's share of their hard games on the back end of the season.
Yep.
Kirkland pump fake. He's going to let it fly, fade route into the end zone, and intended for his man. He was looking for Silflo over in the right corner of the end zone and overthrew him.
Pass intended number 18, K. Silflo, falls incomplete.
Rare incompletion.
Yeah, he doesn't. Maddox doesn't throw very many of those.
Second attempt for the Tigers.
Looking at some stats here, look, he's only had 25 incomplete passes on the season.
That's ridiculous. I've seen some stat lines where it's like 7 of 8 for 225 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yep.
And Kirkland's going to keep it here. Nifty moves around the outside. He's going to have the alley towards the end zone, and he's going to be corralled just shy of the goal line down to the 1. So nice gain from Maddox Kirkland on the carry and a pickup of 16.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
So this is a gain of 18. So nice run by Maddox Kirkland.
Picks up 17 yards and a Tiger first down. It is first and goal, Tigers.
So first and goal, Kendrick with the rare drive.
Yeah, no, you just don't. My guess is, though, is Coach Kep's kind of enjoying this. I kind of talked to him once before, and he's like, I want to put some drives together and open up my playbook a little bit and work on some things. So
handoff straight ahead towards the end zone and tackle just shy of the goal line. Nice job defensively for the Cubs. That was Dylan Lockhart on the tackle.
Picks up 1 yard on the play.
1 yard gain for Clemenhagen. Second down and goal.
Oh, look at this Kamiah front line here on their defense. There's some stout kids right there.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to hold their own.
They're going to be a tough outcome playoff time as well.
Yes, they will.
As Kirkland's just going to do the tush push straight ahead and into the end zone. Touchdown, Kendrick.
Kirkland, touchdown, Tigers.
We see the rare extra point attempt.
1 yard touchdown run for Maddox
Yeah, we
Kirkland.
got to witness the Riley Rochester kicking the extra point a few weeks ago. No one can see that very often.
So Kendrick goes 60 yards into the end zone, and they followed up with a 2-point conversion from Orion Stewart. So 8-0, early lead for the Tigers here in this one. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back with more here on IdahoSports.com.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
And we're back after the Kendrick touchdown, sorry. Hopefully I won't do that one tonight. Kamiah looking to match scores here as they're going to receive the kickoff.
You know, I think if you're Kamiah, you just got scored on, but I don't think you can come out of that feeling too down. They let him, you know, they didn't let him just march right down and score. They made him work for it. I think that's a, you can take something good away from that if you're Kamiah's defense.
No, I mean, you made them earn it the hard way.
Yeah.
And you denied them a couple times close to the goal line, so, I mean, they had to eventually got it in. But Rhodes at center puts his foot into it. It's going to skip out of bounds. We'll draw the flag. So Kamiah will get decent field position at the 35-yard line to start things off.
But now here will be the biggest thing, Ryan, as we were talking about before the game a little bit, and a little bit in the pregame, is how can Kamiah's offense stack up against this outstanding defense that Kendrick has.
They're going to need methodical drives.
Yeah.
Like long, sustained drives.
Mm-hmm.
Landmark hands it off straight ahead, and big hit right in the middle. Not much on the carry from Keene, the fullback. No gain on the play. Nice tackle up the middle. That was Ryan Stewart.
Yeah, he's Kendrick's leading tackler, and I say it every game that I've had with Kendrick. He's not very big, but he's big, and he plays big, and he's strong. He's a fun linebacker to watch.
As a coach would say, plays behind his pads.
He does, for sure, yes.
Throw out to the far side on the swing route. Nothing doing. Loss of 1 on the play. And that was Oatman on the reception. Brings up 3rd down and long.
Number 7, Everett Oatman, the Cubs.
It was Clemenhagen running that one down, as well as Stewart.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
And Cade Silflo from the corner position fighting through his block as well. So 3rd and 11, 10 and a half.
Yeah. So far, they've just been met so fast. You know, Kendrick gets downhill. They fill those gaps. No cutback lanes. They talked about that the other day.
Excellent closing speed. Rolling to his left, throw off his back foot, incomplete, out of bounds from Landmark, forcing the 4th down.
Passing to number 11, Gavin Schoening.
Schoening was the intended receiver, but not really anywhere near the neighborhood.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Cubs.
I guess you could say right neighborhood, wrong street.
Yep. Oh, no, I don't think that's a bad idea right there to try to get Landmark kind of out in the open, kind of let him roll out, make a decision if he's going to run or throw, and it buys you a little bit more time to let your receivers get open. It's not a bad play call right there.
Especially when you got Clemenhagen back there, linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
It's, dump truck without brakes going down the hill. And the punt is tipped. Still got out of the way. It's going to go across the midfield, and it's going to die right at the 45-yard line.
Punt is down at the 45-yard line.
Nathan Twite that got his hand on the punt?
I think it was Nate, yeah.
Pressure up the middle. So we'll see Kendrick come back out on offense for the second time tonight.
Will be first and 10, Kendrick.
You know, that's the other thing I've seen Kendrick. They've blocked a lot of punts. They've returned punts for touchdowns. They've returned kicks for touchdowns. They've recovered on. So they get it done on special teams, too. You can put all three aspects together, and it's obviously that makes for a really good team.
And throw to the near side. First down. That was Riley Rhodes at center on the reception, and a first down gain of 11. Score update for you from the American League Division Series if you're scoreboard watching like me.
Timeout on the field.
Tigers 2, Mariners 1, bottom of the 7th. We got a timeout on the field. So we kind of talk about playoff pictures and teams from the north. Is can the White Pine get 5 in? I think is the big key question this year. Some of these teams are going to keep stacking losses just because of having to play each other at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Is there going to be somebody that's going to be left odd man out at the end? I mean, we know the Max Preps rankings are going to be there certainly for everybody, just based on strength of schedule.
Yeah. And that's the thing. When you get a league like this, it's real strong, and it's unfortunate sometimes they have one guy, one team out that could probably make a pretty good playoff push.
And I'll say this is brilliant from the White Pine League standpoint this year, is that you saw multiple teams scheduling outside non-conference games against the upper echelon teams and picking up wins.
Yes.
And so it really lifted the strength of schedule of the entire conference. Kirkland's rolling, throws it deep, has a man wide open into the end zone. Touchdown, Kendrick. That was Cade Soflo on the reception. 45 yards for the touchdown.
45-yard touchdown pass. Maddox Kirkland to Cade Soflo.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. There was breakdown on the coverage. It looked like Maddox was going to take off and run. He stopped short, and Cade, there wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him.
Yeah, that was Kirkland just kind of improvising a little bit and then making sure he actually looked down the sideline to make sure that he was still behind the line of scrimmage and just let her rip. And the two-point conversion is good. So Kendrick rolls out to the 16-0 lead.
Put Nate Kimberling in the backfield for that one.
Number 4, Nathan Kimberling. Two-point conversion is good.
Ryan, I think the last time you and I did a game together, they actually put Nate in the backfield and let him run. It was a playoff game against Potlatch last year.
It was. Yeah, and he ended up ripping off almost 100 yards in one quarter.
He did. 100 yards rushing from the offensive guard.
The Cup race game won by the freshmen. Participation on Wednesday won by the sophomores.
No, he's a good kid. He's a big kid, too.
Yeah.
6 foot, 210.
Won by the sophomores.
No, I'm back what you were talking about with the White Pine League. There could be a team that makes the playoffs from the White Pine League that could possibly have a losing record.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Just based on getting the at-large bid.
Yes.
Participation was the sophomores.
Yeah, it'll be. I think the next 2 weeks, you're going to be seeing a lot more scoreboard watching as the Max Preps rankings start rolling out, because you can do a lot more prognostication of what the bracket's going to actually look like. A short skipping kick and can be brought up by Roberts. Roberts cuts up the middle and gets it close to 40-yard lines where Kamiah is going to set up shop on offense. So we saw them go 3 and out the first drive. See if they can put something together here.
Number 18, Todd Roberts on the return for the Cubs. Tackle by number 21, Tanner Clemenhagen for the Tigers. It'll be first and 10, Kamiah at the 40-yard line.
So 7:32 left here still in the first quarter of play. Passing attacks don't chew the clock up, let's put it that way. Pass over to the near side, Oatman with it. Spins out of one tackle, dashing down the sideline, across the 40. Sheds another tackler. He's going to go. He's going all the way. 10-5 touchdown, Kamiah. There it is.
Number 7, Everett Oatman, touchdown, Kubs.
Everett Oatman on the reception, a touchdown, 60 yards.
60-yard touchdown pass.
Oh, and if you're Kamiah, that's what you want to get the ball in Oatman's hands. He's a playmaker, and you just showed it right there on the sideline. He put 5 yards on his distance between the defender in a hurry. He's got some breakaway speed. Nobody was going to catch him.
He put a nifty move down the sideline, shedding another defender, a little stiff arm with some authority. It's been a minute since we've seen somebody put a score up on Kamiah or on Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kamiah came to play tonight. Yeah, that was just a simple little out route.
Yeah, nothing fancy. He actually made a kind of a one-handed, had a twist around and catch it behind him. So really just an all-around great play by Oatman.
And absolutely planted, incomplete on the conversion, no good. So 16-6 stands our score. We'll call that a Oatman touchdown. Going to be possibly set up for the plays of the week on IdahoSports.com.
Really don't need, but sound really good. So please help support Kendrick Athletics with concession stand.
No, I guarantee you right now there's probably some Kendrick fans looking at this going, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's going wrong? My opinion, this is the best thing that could happen to this team. They need to get some adversity. They need to figure out how to win in a dogfight. Just, you can't go all season long blowing people out and expect to get a whole lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about you win or you learn.
Yes, yeah.
So there's some learning going on in that last series. So, Coach kept kind of the football savant, a young mind, a bright young man. I could see him actually enjoying this, like licking his chops a little bit, like, all right, let's see what we got now. Let's go.
I kind of visiting with him the other day. He's really just looking for some, something like that. He wants it. He knows the kids will get better from it, and it'll make him better from it, and give him something to watch it, on film come Monday morning. And
you don't want to rest on your laurels, and I think that's kind of happened a little bit last year when they lost that Logos game.
We talked. Hayden and I talked about that one game. Is you roll through so many games and you get in a tight one, and so your kids don't know how to respond to that.
A short kick, fair catch signal, and going to be brought down at the 41. That was Blake Morgan, the 50, stiff arm, still on his feet, and runs out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. Nice gain by Cade Silflo. Pickup of about 16 yards. Bring up first down at 10, now in Kamiah territory. It's funny, is you only go, your backup for the head coach is now at quarterback. It's just a wild pitch out to the near side, dashing through the line, cuts through one defender and brought down, pickup of about 8. That was Orion Stewart. Tough run.
Talking about number 7, Everett Oatman for the Cubs.
So second down and about 3.
3 for the Tigers.
Kind of an unbalanced set there for the Tigers, and they're going to play action, pass out of it. Nathan Twite has a reception in the first down, pickup of about 5. Took a little shot there at the end. A little message being sent by Damian Ochoa.
30-yard line. Will be first and 10, Kendrick.
Ochoa, Kamiah's leading tackler, kind of the leader of the defense. And
what he lacks in stature, he makes up for in, play. We talk about, kind of something playing behind your pads, but he does. He does. He's only 5'7". Ball's on the ground. And Kirkland fall back on it. Yep, he did get it back. So I'm going to bring up second down and long. A loss of 3 on the play.
Oh, wet, slippery conditions playing a role here a little bit.
Appears that the rain has stopped.
Loss of 4 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 14 for the Tigers.
That was going to be the question. Was like, we've been looking at. It was supposed to rain a lot a couple days ago, and then the forecast always changes. We can make a weatherman joke, but we won't. Only job you can be wrong like 90% of the time and keep your job.
Well, then it just depends on what weather app you look at. You can look at 5 different ones and get 5 different weather reports.
Play action, screen out to the near side. Silflo with it through one defender and slips a little bit, steps out of bounds, picks up about half the yardage needed. This will be third down and manageable here, about 3rd and 7.
Picks up 7 yards on the play to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Tigers.
Announcer here at Kendrick agreed with your 3rd and 7.
My eye's getting better over these years, right? Do this long enough, you start to actually pick it up. Handoff, Clemenhagen over left side, up the middle. First down and then some. Cuts back to the near side. He's going to go. Touchdown, Kendrick. And we got laundry on the field.
Oh, yep.
21, Tanner Clemenhagen. There's a flag down.
And that'd be a holding on the Tigers. Spot foul, so it'd be 10 yards from the spot. And that was 12 yards downfield. So it'll be 3rd and 3? 3rd and 2. It's close.
That's kind of your typical run you see out of Tanner Clemenhagen. Kind of, he's patient, waits for a hole to open up, and then when he hits a hole, he just explodes through it. He's 29 rushing attempts on the season, 762 yards, 26 yards per carry is what he's averaging right now.
Ridiculous.
Knocking on the door of 1,000 yards with quite a few games left to go, really. So just a really welcome back addition, missed last season and
playing hockey, and now he's back. So 3rd and 2, empty set. He's going to throw it down the middle, has a receiver in stride into the end zone. Touchdown. Tanner Clemenhagen gets his touchdown back. He gets it on the reception this time. 22 yards for the Tigers.
Touchdown pass number 21, Tanner Clemenhagen.
And he adds to his season total of, he's 11 rushing touchdowns, 4 receiving touchdowns, and 1 pick 6. Pretty.
Somebody brought the fireworks in the parking lot tonight? And sliding reception in the end zone from Silflo was good for the 2-point conversion. So 24-6.
I thought somebody poached a deer down there.
I heard that this morning. So 24-6 is your score. Still in the first quarter of play. 4:31 left. Thank one of our sponsors, Cornerstone Insurance Northwest, a local North Idaho-owned independent insurance agency built on relationships. With over 125 carrier options to meet any insurance need you or your business may have, whether it's home, auto, life, or commercial. They're licensed in Idaho, Washington, Montana, Oregon, Oklahoma, Arizona, Alabama, and Texas. They've got you covered. Call Ryan 208-413-4536 or visit them online, www.cornerstoneinsurancenw.com for more information and a free, no-obligation quote. Thank our power boosters for tonight's game as well. For the Kendrick Tigers, Bearable Dentistry, Edge of Heaven Wedding and Event Barn, George F. Brocky and Sons, North Idaho Crushing, Rivara, Strom Electric, and University Auto Sales. For Kamiah, power boosters are Cloninger's Marketplace and Jesse Hunt Logging.
For the game, we were talking about some hunting stories, and you were talking about Texas Ridge.
Yeah.
The Edge of Heaven wedding event is up there on Texas Ridge and kind of on the breaks of the river. It's a very beautiful event barn.
Ball kind of skips there and falling on it.
Pickup was recovered by
It was
number
Logan
45,
Keene.
Logan Keene for the Cubs.
Oh, that's one thing about, like, I think you talk about all these areas within, I mean, Idaho in itself is a beautiful state, but it's like, which conference has the best scenery? I mean, White Pine's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
good.
mean, the Sawtooth's not bad either. I mean, Mackey and,
Yeah.
that's a pretty nice area
But
too.
then you kind of get up into the northern part of the country. You dip into Clark Fork and some of
That's
those places.
yeah.
Just kind of in a
Bonners Ferry is pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Some of the stadiums too. I mean, just like some of the home schools is, yeah, Idaho's a very unique landscape, but get the same out of places to play. It's a nice run there on first down, pick up a couple from Landmark on the keeper.
Tackled by number 7, Colt Kep for the Tigers. Gain of 2 yards on the play.
What's cool about this location, since it's tucked in right against the hillside, is that, the noise kind of gets held in.
It does, yeah.
So it feels like you're playing at a larger location than it is, just because the sound kind of holds in the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got like Logos, you're playing out in the wheat field.
Out in the wheat field.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like you said, just the different types of scenery you see on any given Friday night's pretty neat.
You go up to Potlatch and they get the chainsaw out and ripping off the rounds, and the pass is tipped and incomplete. Landmark's pass that was knocked down by Ryan Stewart. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Nathan Kimberling.
Go to Timberline and play football, and sometimes you may have to watch let the herd of elk get out of the end zone before you.
We ran into that up at Priest River. You get like a moose coming out of one end zone, and it's wild, man. I love it. You got Sandpoint, which is probably one of the more scenic stadiums in the country, like right on the shore of Lake Ponderay.
Yeah, that.
Landmark in the shotgun. He's got Keene in the backfield with him. Oatman in motion. Landmark's going to roll to his left again. Still surveying. Finally throws it, and tip knocked incomplete. That was Nathan Twite on the coverage on Oatman. And that'll bring up 4th down. It's kind of an interesting look that you're rolling your right-handed quarterback left, which makes me think it's like, okay, is he a baseball player? Because then that makes sense, but.
Yeah, kind of. That's tough, because then you can't throw very quick. You got to get your body twisted back around, and I got to give Kamiah his offensive line credit. I mean, Landmark had the ball for a long time there before he really truly got pressured,
and the punt is up, and going to be fielded about the 20-yard line. Rhodes at center with it, and he's going to be met and dropped. Only picks up about 6 on the return.
Tackle by number 64, Damian Ochoa.
A little chippiness going on behind the scenes, too.
It'll be 1st and 10, Kendrick at the 28-yard line.
I was kind of thinking maybe it was a little bit extracurricular. I thought maybe we were going to get to see Ty Kep pull his brother off the field and maybe give him a little bit of a chew in there on the sideline. I was really hoping for that.
See his mom come out of the stands and drag him off the field by his ear.
Go break him up, yeah. Ground both of them.
1st down and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line. Kirkland throws it over to the far side. Twite with it. Stiff arms the defender and picks up
Kirkland's pass complete.
18 on the reception.
To number 11, Nathan
Maybe
Twite.
19. Actually, might be even 20. Generous spot there. So 1st down to 10, just shy of
21
midfield.
yards on the play and a Tiger 1st down.
Kendrick breaks the huddle. Are we still in the 1st quarter?
We are, yeah. He said a lot of
holy Hannah.
A lot of passes, a lot of long first quarters. And both teams passing the ball a lot.
Option pitch to the near side. Orion Stewart fired out of a cannon. Still on his feet and drugged down just shy of the 25, down to the 27-yard line. Nice gain. Like that little speed option out there to the near side.
Stewart brings the ball down to the
Pickup of
27-yard line.
23.
Picks up another Tiger first down.
You know, Ryan Stewart's kind of one of those kids. He does a lot for this football team and probably doesn't get the notoriety that some of these other guys like Nathan Twite and Rowley and Maddox and Tanner get. But, you know, leading tackler, has quite a few rushing yards, quite a few rushing touchdowns. He's just a real solid football player.
Well, play action, throw to the far side. Rowley rotates at center, gets the reception across the 20, racing down the sideline, met by a couple of Cub defenders, tackled up against the hillside over there. And first down and goal.
Brings the ball down to the
Does that gain about 25, 26 on the play?
5-yard line. First and goal, Tigers.
First and goal from the 5. Maybe see that speed option play again. Or they're just going to give it to the Haas up the middle. We'll see. Don't fake the speed option. He decided to keep it that time. Picks up 1.
So we saw that play up at Potlatch. And I think what he was looking for was a little shovel pass to Nathan Twite. Kamiah sniffed that out and
put the brakes to it.
Yeah.
Good defense by Kamiah on the play. As we're under 2 minutes. Been a half-hour first quarter. And a throw to the near side, in for the touchdown. Cade Silflo on the reception from Maddox Kirkland. Nice little toe dragger.
I don't know if you can see that very good on the screen, but from my perspective, that was an amazing throw.
It was.
He kind of put it low and away, just where only his receiver could get it. That was a great throw.
Waiting the 2-point conversion. Clemenhagen straight ahead into the end zone, coasts in. And 32-6, Kendrick up with 1:27 left here in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back for more on IdahoSports.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
And we're back. 1:27 left here in the first quarter. Kendrick out to a 32-6 lead.
Now looking at games from the past. If you're Kamiah, you keep Kendrick to 30 points in the first quarter. I think in a way you've got to call that a win.
Yeah.
You got to use that as some motivation going into the second quarter.
And you've limited. There hasn't been a single play drive.
No, that's they're making them work for it.
So Kamiah gets the return. Oatman on his feet around the corner to across the 30, across the 40. He's out to midfield and finally driven out of bounds. Nice return from Everett Oatman. Gets it into Kendrick territory.
Knocked out of bounds by number 2, Raleigh Rhodes, the center for the Tigers. First and 10 Cubs at the 48-yard line.
So first down at 10 in Kendrick territory. Kamiah's got the ball. Lewiston leads Sandpoint 14-6 in the second quarter.
Nice.
The Fighting Zane Hobarts.
Nice last week. Lewiston's bye week, so during the call up at Potlatch, I was getting several text messages from Ken and Zane throughout the game.
Little screen pass, tunnel screen to the near side. Nice gain, good tackle out there by Raleigh Rhodes Center, but a nice play reception from Gavin Schoening. I like that little tunnel screen look. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of that Kendrick defense. Hagerman beating Glens Ferry 36-6 in the third quarter. Troy beating Lapway 16-14. Somebody's going to get a win tonight. And a huge shot on the near side, but nice pitch from Landmark, getting it out there to Oatman, sacrificing himself, taking a shot in the process, but gets the pitch out. I mean, that's one way to run the option.
Yeah.
It's like Tommy Frazier-esque of Nebraska in the early 90s.
Weren't we talking earlier today about dating ourselves with some of our player references?
Yeah, I won't go Gary Jones level where I'm dropping like, that was a great Ray Nitschke-esque play.
Leather helmets.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gary.
He could be watching.
He might be watching, yeah. I'm sure he's laughing with us.
No, I hear him like drop like I was talking to your parents. It was like the Elgin Baylor reference.
Baylor, yeah.
And I'm like, there is not a 17-year-old in the state of Idaho who's going to understand that one. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter play. Kendrick leads 32-6. We're going to flip ends of the field. Back for more here on IdahoSports.com.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Ideal. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. I love it.
College costs money.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
A little Dixieland Delight on the radio as we're hearing the loudspeakers as we come in for the second quarter of play. We'll get the quarter changed on the scoreboard for you folks. Landmark jump pass, nice defense there. And a flag from the backside. I don't know if they thought the defender came over the back on that play, but we'll see what the call is. That looked like a clean play, just great timing. Just Cade Silflo on the defense.
Oh, it looked like a good defensive play from my angle. The official that threw the flag was right behind it. I don't know, maybe he got a hand on his back or that looked like a really good play to me.
Maybe said he got there early, but anyways, this is going to be a first down for Kamiah, keeping the drive alive. Down inside the 30. First down and 10. Cub fans are happy, so.
Yeah, no.
First and 10, Kamiah at the 28-yard line.
Homecoming here in Kendrick tonight, too. Have some festivities at halftime. Landmark's going to roll to his left. Throws it deep, and jump ball incomplete. Good coverage out there by Nathan Twite on Oatman. That'll bring up second down and 10.
Knocked down by number 11, Nathan Twite for the Tigers.
Not a lot of guys are going to win a jump ball with Nathan Twite. He's going to I'd put my money on him several times to get up and knock those down.
Yeah, he does that in the gym. It's usually going in on a dunk.
Yeah.
You know, we saw them win a state championship without him last year, but the difference maker, you know, that he's been on this team, contributing both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the more prolific 8-man players in the state. Oatman with it to the near side. Nice little cut there. And gets it across out of bounds. Could be a late hit there. Maybe didn't call it. Pick up of a couple. Brings up 3rd down and long.
Takes up 2 yards on the play to be 3rd and 8.
You know, it was like I was asking Greg Frisbee last year. I was like, before the state championship game, I'm like, all right, give me a guy that's your dog. Like, give me the one dude that's on your team that you would put against anyone. He's like 100% Orion Stewart.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah. I think I would probably, well, when you said that, in my mind, I'm thinking who I would pick. Orion was my guy as well.
He just said that kid plays with his hair on fire. And of course, Greg now coaching defense at Lewiston with Zane Hobart.
Mm-hmm.
Landmark's going to go to his left on the keeper, looking for the corner and the cutback. And a flag coming in from behind.
Landmark on the keeper.
Forward progress stopped after a gain of 4. See what the penalty is. And it would be a hold on Kamiah. So it'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Well, and going back to Orion Stewart, he's one of those kids that he'll go out to his family's property up by Pierce and work all day long in the heat, helping cut firewood, do whatever, and then he still finds time to go get to a gym and lift or go for a run. Or I think this summer he just decided he was going to go do I think he did a triathlon.
Oh, sweet!
Just because he wanted to. He works hard in the weight room. He's just all around. He's a good kid. He is a dog. I would agree with that.
So 3rd down and 20 after the holding call behind the line of scrimmage. Single receiver to each side. Oatman in motion across the formation. Landmark is going to throw. A little slant pattern incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and long.
Pass falls incomplete.
That was a big penalty on Kamiah. I mean, you're in a position down there where you're close to 1st down. You're getting really close to another score here, and if they just got to limit their mistakes right there. And
shot themselves in the foot.
They did,
after
yeah.
a nice drive.
Mm-hmm.
And a drive that was continued on a penalty.
It was, yes.
So, I mean, you could go for the quick kick here. You could try to take a shot. I mean, an interception doesn't really hurt you unless they return it. Landmark rolling to his left again. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. Of all we called about the previous pass interference, and they were like, that looked like a good play. That one may have been closer to a PI than the other one that was called PI.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't argue with you.
So turnover on downs. Raleigh wrote the center on defense. Not going to try to throw Raleigh under the bus, but just an observation standpoint.
At the 39-yard line.
So 1st down and 10, Kendrick with the football after the turnover on downs. 11:08 left before halftime. Kirkland surveying. Lets it fly down the sideline and overshoots his intended target, Clemenhagen. Good defense out there by Gavin Schoening. Stride for stride with Clemenhagen. Kirkland showing off that arm.
Oh, his arm is, when he takes the time where he can just really load up and just let it go, that kid can absolutely chuck the football.
You know, that was what Zane said last year. Hobart was like, he threw it like 70 yards.
Yeah,
in the air.
You know, you hear a lot about, and I got to watch him. That, you know, Wyatt Mavenkamp. I mean, that kid can throw it too. But tell you what, I think Maddox can probably compete with that arm as well. He's got a heck of an arm on him.
Kirkland throws on the near side. as Nathan Twite. Stiff arm runs out of bounds. Nice gain there. And a penalty after the tackle out of bounds. A little continuation going out. After the pickup of 15, well, 16 on the play, but now the penalty is going to get tacked onto the end of it. So the personal foul, late hit out of bounds. So it was a decent gain, turned into a larger gain.
Yeah, and that was one of those. Yeah, I think it was probably a flag, but, you know, I think he had kind of wrapped up. Maybe didn't exactly know where he was on the field. I don't think it's a, you know, you're a coach. You can't get upset with your player on that.
Kirkland in the shotgun. A little option toss out to Clemenhagen. First down, still on his feet. Burst of speed towards the goal line. He's going to be brought down inside the 5. Huge gain there. See where they actually put the spot.
Yeah, I think it is about
29 down to the 3. Gain of 26. That's that Clarkston math coming into play.
Well, my Kendrick math is relying on you to do the math, so I don't have to.
My Clarkston math is iffy at best. So. Kirkland the shotgun, empty set. A little delete route out to the sideline, incomplete. I like those little whip routes. We'll run a little quick slant back to the sideline. It's a nightmare for the corner.
Yeah, these athletic receivers at Kendrick, they run them so well. They can sell that they're going to run a quick slant and stop on a dime, and they run those a lot.
They do run the sluggo too, that slant and go. They kind of the stutter in and then take off. Saw them put one up for a touchdown earlier this year. A little fake toss and a little keeper untouched into the end zone. Touchdown from Maddox Kirkland.
Touchdown Tigers. 3-yard touchdown run for Maddox.
38-6, waiting the 2-point conversion. 10:08 left here in the second quarter. You know, it's been a more competitive game than we've seen Kendrick be in as far as skill level. But it's just, you look at the scoreboard and you're like, you know, we're a score away from having a running clock.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have that feel. I mean, it's generally by now, kind of the way things have gone, it's just, you just feel like it's a runaway, and it doesn't seem that way to me.
And Nathan Kimmerling puts it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, 40-6 with 10:08 left. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back on IdahoSports.com.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Now we're back. 10 minutes left of the first half. Kendrick coasting right now, 40-6. Kamiah. Kamiah's been putting up a fight. I mean, it's been a physical ball game.
Yeah.
Kamiah's been able to move the ball themselves. They just haven't been able to punch it in as many times.
Well, in my opinion, what I'm seeing, what I'm taking away from this is a testament to how good Kamiah's football team is.
Yeah.
This is not a slouch of a football team. So they're just going up against a really good team that's got a lot of depth.
And the onside kick is not going to go 10 yards. And it'll be a procedure penalty.
Kubs is down at the 46-yard line.
Yes, they're just going to down it and take it.
The first and 10, Kamiah.
So Kamiah is going to get the ball first and 10 in Kendrick territory. Interesting. I mean, I can see why you would just be like, yeah, okay, I'll take it there.
Yeah.
Don't let him re-kick. Kamiah taking a little bit more time. And pass is incomplete. Goes airborne and falls harmlessly to the turf. So it'll be second down 10. One note of it in this game, too, is the youth movement within the coaching staffs, within the White Pine League as well. I mean, Garrison Brett's over on the far sideline for Kamiah, a young man, doing a great job in his first year.
He is.
And Ty Kepta here, obviously we've talked about him with this Kendrick team. And, you know, Ty, the youngest coach in the country, which is just wild. I was teasing him before the game. I was like, you know, if you lose this one, are you going to be grounded?
He might. His dad probably would ground him or
cut your allowance. I was teasing. I think it was Kimberly I was talking to. I was like, you know, is Coach doing chores before the game? Like, this Landmark rolls out to his left and throws it out of bounds. And I went to find him, and here he was in the locker room taping his players. And I'm like, yeah, you're kind of doing chores.
Doing chores, yeah.
Third and 10 for the Cubs.
Looking forward to having you and him back this basketball season, doing some games for us.
That was the first thing I told him when he got the head coaching job. I was so pumped for him. But the first thing I told him was like, I thought we were going to do some football games together on Idaho Sports. You're leaving me hanging.
You got to keep the band together somehow. He's like, and then I text him, I'm like, so are you done with us? He's like, oh, no, I'll be back for basketball. I'm like, all right, sweet. And run down from behind and drop for the sack. That was a nice job. Nathan Kimberling on the wide side defensive end, running the play down from behind and sacking Landmark for a loss. And brings up fourth down and long.
8 yards on the play to bring up fourth down for the Cubs.
Now that first step from Kimberling, he just one step go and ran down the play. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Athletic play. A tall wobbler. It's going to hit around the 30 and be brought up the field by Rotsitsender. Wisely sees the cavalry coming. He's like, all right, I'm good. I'll get like 5 yards. Makes a good first move, but.
Well, for anybody that's never watched a Kendrick game in person, to see Nathan Kimberling, offensive guard, plays defensive end, and he is so athletic. Just like you said, running down the quarterback right there. I mean, he wasn't going to let him get away, and he's great closing speed. He's just a phenomenal athlete.
And you could let him run the ball. Come on, let him pound the rock. We saw that last year. But that's this type of player he is, too. He's unselfish, and he's willing to play offensive line. And passing the near side to Twite, across the 40. He's off the free, down the sideline. One man to beat. Oatman gets him and clips him at the 25. But a huge gain on first down.
Number 7, Everett Oatman for the Cubs.
Gain of 42? With a question mark.
34-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Kendrick.
Kamiah territory. 8:43 in counting. Here in the first half.
That gain of 42 is kind of like I'm Ron Burgundy.
Trips to the far side. A little bubble screen out there to Rotsitsender. And flag comes flying in.
Hurricanes pass complete to Raleigh Rotsitsender. There is a
we have
flag
holding
down.
out there on Nathan Twite.
Flag is against the Tigers.
He kind of sheepishly shrugged.
Yeah,
I guess. This will bring up the rare first down and long.
We'll back them up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Tigers.
Trips to the left side now. Empty set for Kirkland. Rhodes at center is going to go in motion. He's going to stay in to block. Max protect. A little pressure. Scrambling, throwing. Kirkland showing off the arm and almost intercepted by Oatman out there as he climbs the berm.
That's kind of one of those throws, you know, in his mind, I'm sure he knows he can make that. But then I think you got to look and see, that's Everett Oatman down there too. Extremely athletic defensive back. He may just throw that one out of bounds.
Come on, he's rolling, and he came back to his left and threw that across his body 40 yards.
Yeah. Kind of nonchalantly, too.
I'm like, what do you, that's not going to go anywhere. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's down around the goal line. Option look, toss, Clement Hagan. He's got a man in front of him. Convoy, he's going to roll into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 21.
And we got another flag on the play.
There's a flag down.
Man, that was cleanly blocked. Great job from Kimberling out there on the outside leading the way. We got a couple pieces of laundry left on the field. And Kendrick's already walking backwards.
Yeah, I saw the initial call as a hold on Kendrick. Looked like Nathan Twite was kind of pleading his case there again. And you know, that first one he got on that earlier play, like you said, you kind of shrugged like, yeah, I probably did. Now he's looking at like, no, I don't think I did it 2 times in a row.
Surely you can't be serious. I'm serious, don't call me Shirley.
You just took the words out of my mouth.
So 2nd down and Julietta.
Cameraman liked that one. Speaking of which, shout out to Cody Albright, longtime friend and former assistant coach for me, begged him to run some camera for us tonight.
Got the A-team out tonight.
It was actually because it was raining and he doesn't like the water, so he wanted to come inside.
He's a gremlin. Nice pass down the middle in stride.
Oh,
into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade Silflo.
Touchdown, Tigers. Number 18, Cade Silflo.
You can put that one on the highlight reel for the week.
Oh, that was an absolute dime from Maddox Kirkland. And then just Cade Silflo to catch that thing two-handed, not use his body. Oh, that was a great play.
42-yard touchdown pass, Kirkland to Silflo.
42 yards on the pitch and catch from Kirkland to Silflo. And we've hit that ever ominous, there we go, get that right, vocabulary, 40-point mark. Kirkland surveying, slant route, Twite, good for 2. So 48-6 with 7:54 before the half.
Nathan Twite on the 2-point conversion.
I can't, more of that, I just can't believe there's still 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in this quarter. It feels like we've been here forever.
It's like, are we sure we're not stopping all the time? So that has me being up, you know, I decided to make the trek from Coeur d'Alene down this morning to go mule deer hunting, and now I'm regretting that decision of doing this game.
Well, there's a lot of people that were, I had a lot of people reach out and say they were so happy to hear that you were going to be here to do this. So,
oh, sweet.
Thanks for making the trip.
I'm glad I'm not letting people down. Man of the people.
And if you were one of those people that were excited and have hunting property that maybe you could find a mule deer on, surely reach out.
You can reach out to me on X and Idaho Game Night. I don't need to hoard more stuff, but no, it's It's that time of year, too. I mean, you'll see a lot of these kids out in the fields tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. No, there's a handful of these guys will be chomping at the bit to get out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, some ways of life of living here in North Idaho, you know, I think it's pretty prevalent throughout the state, but.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Nice kick there, line drive through the hands of Oatman. That ball's still alive and into the end zone for the touchback. As Ty is just pleading that it's like, no, that's a live ball.
Well,
Kickoff goes into the end zone.
That's one rule I'm definitely not up on, but
I thought if it hit in the field of play and it's touched, it's still a live ball.
Seems to me like it should be, but.
But if it's short of the goal line and goes through his hands and in the end zone, then it would be a touchback. But if it hits in the field of play, I don't know. I could be wrong.
I will say, Corky Fazio making the call. He's reffed a game or two in his lifetime here, so I'm sure he knows what he's talking about.
Forgot more football than we could ever remember.
Yeah.
Landmark throws it out to the far side. Nice reception out there by Todd Roberts. Pickup of about 4.
Landmark's pass was complete.
Todd Roberts, he's somebody we really haven't called much tonight, but you know, he's listed as 125 pounds. He doesn't play like that. Watching the Kendrick Kamiah game last year, I mean, that kid he'll take hits, jump right up. He'll deliver hits, jump right up. He's a tough kid.
Oh, through the hands of Landmark. That is a live ball. So he's going to pounce back on it inside the 10.
Landmark.
Be a loss of 13? 14? 7:06. That clock should be running.
Bring up third down for the Cubs.
There, it's running.
See, I knew it. We should be at halftime. I'm just joking. Clock is wound. 42-point lead for Kendrick. Pass out to Oatman, near side. Takes a little shot there, but gain of 5 on the play.
You know, Kamiah, they were having some luck moving the ball. They scored a touchdown, and it just kind of seemed like the wind's been taken out of their sails or something here lately. They just can't seem to get anything to work for them.
They'll pick up a couple plays, and then they'll either get a penalty or a negative play, and it kind of playing a tug-of-war against themselves. So Oatman back to punt. Not a great kick. It's going to go out of bounds around the 40-yard line. So Kendrick's going to get great field position. I think that was a generous spot. That may have crossed inside the 30, between 35 and the 37.
First and 10, Kendrick at the 39-yard. Check that on the 41-yard line.
So first down and 10. Kendrick with the ball in their own, in the Kamiah territory to start things off. Kirkland coming out. Second time I've caught myself yelling in the last 2 minutes, catching up to me here. 5:54 before the half.
You're doing better than I would be.
We'll pitch to the outside. Nathan Twite with it, first down. He's still on his feet. He's looking for the corner. A flag comes in off the sideline and out of bounds. And this one's probably going to be coming back. Seeing a chippy tie, Kep.
There's a flag down.
I don't really see him chirp at officials too much, but he's calling for a timeout.
Holding the call against the Tigers.
Try to regain the focus of his team.
Yeah, is that 3 or 4 holding penalties now on the Tigers in
4 and 2 drives?
A couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of minutes, playtime minutes, not a couple of minutes in the.
It's been about a half hour since that last drive.
Yeah.
Thanks some of our sponsors, Power Boosters for the Kamiah Kubs, Cloninger's Marketplace, and Jesse Hunt Logging. For the Kendrick Tigers, Power Boosters, Bearable Dentistry, Edge of Heaven Wedding and Event Barn, George F. Brocky and Sons, Idaho Crushing, Rivara, Strom Electric, and University Auto Sales. I want to say this, like with our Power Boosters, you obviously can support your local teams. Easy way to get your foot in the door with our ad team and supporting your local programs. Strom Electric and George F. Brocky and Sons have been there from forever ago as far as supporting Kendrick here on IdahoSports.com, and we want to thank them especially for being longtime supporters and advertising with us. Pitch out to the near side this time. Twite going to the left instead of the right. And just a gain of 2. Nice defensive play by Everett Oatman out there.
Ball carrier.
Also Logan Keene.
Logan Keene for the Cubs.
From that Mike linebacker position.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Second and long. Hudson Kirkland checks out. It's a name we really haven't called a ton in the game. Just a sophomore. Nice throw to the outside. Pitch and catch. Colt Kep on the reception in the first down.
Complete the number 2 to Raleigh Rhodes.
Or was that Raleigh? I thought that was 7. I'm sorry. Oh, at least I was the top of the number. So yeah, sorry. Raleigh Rhodes at center on the reception.
First down for the Tigers.
Colt's like, yeah, I'm on the line. I'm still here. I don't think Ty likes his brother that much to throw him out a wideout.
No, he probably doesn't.
You'll stay on the line and you'll like it.
Well, that's another kid. He played a receiver and free safety last year. You know, when Nathan Twite got hurt, he kind of stepped in and took on that role. So to move down to a guard and just another unselfish.
And the slant for the post, the post for the touchdown. That was a beautiful timing pattern.
Touchdown Tigers.
Maddox Kirkland and Raleigh Rhodes at center.
That was a great snag by Raleigh right there. Had to really reach out. Good focus.
That was like a slant, went vertical, then ran the post off of it. Kind of just a level route and went for the touchdown.
Oh, and Maddox threw that ball 26 yards on a rope.
So 54-6, still before the half. We will get running clock.
Yes, we will.
Kirkland reversing field. He's going to scramble and dive into the end zone for 2.
Conversion is good.
50-point lead for Kendrick, 56-6. They're going to be back 30 seconds on IdahoSports.com.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
And we're back here with 4:04 before the half. Kendrick leads 56-6. And that's what you get with a team that's really pass heavy. That clock stops a lot.
A lot.
Especially when there's a first down.
Again, if you're involved in the homecoming royalty,
and then a first down. And a penalty.
Yeah,
and a first down.
That's slowed it down a lot as well.
Penalties are slowing us down, that's for sure. The smell of sulfur in the air from the fireworks here on homecoming.
Yeah, that's not a typical thing we get down here.
Nice kickoff. Oatman's going to have it. Dancing, looking for a lane, and he's not going to have it as Hudson Kirkland closes the door.
Number 84, Hudson Kirkland on the tackle for the Tigers.
So Kamiah is going to have a first down at 10. Ball right, nose resting on the 25-yard line.
First and 10 Cubs at the 25-yard line.
3:56 before the half. All right, Kamiah, can we get some runs here? Pound the rock. That's a tall task, too. You got 4 and 7 on the outside, Colt Kep and Nathan Kimberly. Pretty tough to run against. Proving it right there as there's a tackle for loss by guess who? Orion Stewart.
Keen, the ball carrier. Number 6, Orion Stewart on the tackle for the Tigers.
Loss of 2.
Loss of 3 yards on the play to bring up
3
2nd
yards.
and 13 for the Cubs.
Between 2 and 3 yards. So Todd Roberts is going to split out to the near side. Landmark hands it, Oatman bounces back, reverses field, and he's met by the entire defense. And a loss on the play. Familiar number we've called tonight. Number 6 and number 4.
Yep. Oatman, the ball carrier.
Ryan Stewart and Nathan Kimberling.
Nathan Kimberling for the Tigers. And all his friends.
You can hear them on the loudspeaker and his friends.
3 yards on the play to bring up 3rd and long for the Cubs.
3rd down and long.
Take this down
clock.
away
They're
and
taking
call a
away down,
timeout,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Call timeout.
Timeout, Kamiah.
Well, let's pull up the handy-dandy Friday Night Flash. How about we? We got games that are in the 3rd quarter going into the 4th quarter already that started in our own time zone.
There's a stat to put on.
Troy leads Lapway 30-20. Some White Pine scores for you. Potlatch losing to Prairie right now 32-20 in the 3rd quarter. Raft River's a winner over Butte County 36-12. Valley beats Castleford 58-6. Oakley leading Murtaugh right now in the 4th quarter 28-20. That's one I didn't call. Council beating Notice 22-7. Hagerman up on Glens Ferry 52-6. No score from Grace and Clearwater Valley, and Idaho City beats Centennial Baptist 56-26. Some other 8-man scores for you. Chalice beats North Gem 36-20. Water Springs handles Showband 66-20. Carries all over Dietrich 52-0. Landmark drops back, and he's going to just get the pass off back to the line of scrimmage. Did have a receiver in the vicinity, so no
Landmark's pass
intentional grounding. It'll be bring up 4th down.
Colt Kep right there looking for his 16th sack. Didn't quite get it. He's been kind of quiet.
Pressure by number 7.
Statement trying to be made by Coeur de Christ right now, playing up at Timberlake. They're playing Deary on the road. Deary's on the road. Coeur de Christ in the 2nd quarter, 42-0 up on Deary. That was a team I told people look out for in 1A. And went in complete.
I might be wrong. Have they played once already this year?
What's that?
Did Quarter Christ and Deary play once already this year?
I don't think so. They played Logos 2 weeks ago and lost. I know that. I don't think that. They played Troy. I don't believe they played Deary already. And then Genesee got the big win last week over Wallace. That was a big one. So first down at 10. Ball at the 25-yard line after the turnover on downs. And flag on the play. Familiar theme. A barn burner down in Riggin. Salmon River beats Garden Valley 52-50 is the final. Tri-Valley all over Cascade, 54-0. And Valley, we already talked about that one, 58-6 is the final. Let's take a look on Zane Hobart's team. How are the Bengals doing right now on IdahoSports.com? 26-13, Lewiston up on Sandpoint. That would be a big win for Lewiston. That would make things very, very interesting in the IEL. Lakeland's looked really, really good. Lewiston got their quarterback back this week.
Oh, that's big for them.
Huge run up the middle. Nice run by Tanner Clemenhagen. Decent pickup on first down, getting the penalty yardage back and then some. We'll bring up second down in about 4. Yeah, you're talking about 5A IEL football. Lakeland, everybody's like, oh, they really played anybody. They're really, really good. I've seen them in person 3 times now. They're a great football team. Nice cut by Clemenhagen. He's close to the line again. Lewiston has the athletes. The thing is, they've just been injury-ridden for like the last 4 or 5 weeks. After that season opening loss to Columbia, it's a team that's got talent. And Sandpoint, reeling a little bit. There's some depth issues and, on both sides of the ball, but they've got some very vaunted receivers and a great quarterback in Braden Buckhout. Handoff over the left side. Clemenhagen into the end zone. Touchdown, Kendrick.
Tanner Clemenhagen, touchdown, Tigers.
Well, and I think too, talking back to the Lewiston team, it's going to take some time. Zane had all summer, but it's going to take some time for him to kind of get things flowing the way that he wants. And if you can start seeing your team improve and making some wins and getting better towards the end of the season, great for them.
Yeah, and you're making wins when you're playing tough when it counts too, because you pick up a win here, you're essentially sealing the deal for getting yourself into the playoffs. As the 2-point conversion is denied. They had to run out to the res to get some more fireworks. That's why it was late. Sorry about that one.
Yeah.
So 62-6 with 35.9 before the half. We'll keep it here. Yeah, so playoff picture in 5A is pretty wild. I mean, Lakeland, if they pick up some wins, they needed Sandpoint to match record until their meeting. Just simply because they need the strength of schedule to try to jump in the rankings.
I see.
Sandpoint had the highest ceiling of everybody because they've played the tougher schedule. So, there's still a lot of time left in that game. It could be really interesting if Lewiston's able to come up with the quote-unquote upset and pull that one off. That'd be a huge win for Zane and his team. I think it's a good Sandpoint team. That's a really good team.
Yeah.
Coeur d'Alene and Lake City are facing off tonight. Don't have a score for that one yet. Rigby's beating Madison 23-19. Kickoff. Schoning's going to pick it up. Has to reach for it. He takes off and tripped up by the shoestrings by Hudson Kirkland.
Ready for Hudson Kirkland on the tackle for the Tigers.
Here's a score update. upset brewing, and I called this when I picked this game this week. Fruitland beating Homedale right now 35-21 in the fourth quarter. That would be a big win in 4A football. Fruitland's the real deal. Titus Vidlak is a dude. The quarterback is a stud. People haven't really paid attention to Fruitland football. That is a team to go. You get to watch some of their games online. 100% do it. So first down at 10, Kamiah with football with 29 seconds before the half.
Anxious to see here if they're going to run a play or just try to get into halftime.
Hand off over the right side. And nice run, hurdling the defender. Good job by Everett Oatman. Close to the line to gain a pickup of 9. That was nifty running out there.
Yeah, that was a great move and a little hurdle.
So the difference between our game and the Lewiston game, 27 miles down the road, Lewiston was at halftime 30 minutes ago.
Oh, boy. and you generally kind of picture 11-man as a little bit of a slower game,
Yeah, it can be.
And here's we're headed for halftime here in Kendrick.
So that is the half. They're going to let it roll on in. So we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be in and out during the half because there's going to be some festivities. So give us about 3.5 minutes. We'll come back and break down some stats for you. And then we'll probably send it to another break and then come on back again for the start of the third quarter. You're watching high school football here on IdahoSports.com.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out in-demand jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
We're Valleywide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Once again, we have contributed to your ideal college savings program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Ideal. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. I love it.
College costs money.
And we're here at halftime where Kendrick leads Kamiah 62-6 as we're getting bombarded with more of those Beatles. Crunching away some numbers here as we got the homecoming court being introduced out there on the field. Congratulations to the young men and young women.
Congratulations to them.
Coming from a homecoming prince myself. That was long time ago. How you doing over in the nerdery over there?
The winners of the 2025 homecoming.
So, started out to look like a game. I mean, it was 16-6, you know, within the first couple minutes, and it just been all Kendrick pouring it on every drive. They have yet to turn it over on downs or punt it away or turn the ball over, period. They've scored on each and every possession in this ball game. As we stand at 62-6. There's still 10 minutes left in the halftime, too. Got some stats for us, Coach?
I do have some stats, yeah. So,
right.
So I'm going to start off with Kamiah, and Oatman, he's leading Kamiah 65 yards and 1 score. Came early in the game, an impressive catch and run by him, and then just total wise for Kamiah, they only have 51 total yards. So you take that 65 yards from Oatman and a lot of negatives. Looking in the second quarter, they have negative yardage in the whole second quarter. So a testament to Kendrick's defense right there.
Yeah.
Let me hear you guys.
And like we said, not really to take anything away from Kamiah, because they were moving the ball and they were having some luck and they were doing some really good things, and then it's just kind of like they've kind of just they got some penalties and it just kind of took the wind out of their sails. Moving on to Kendrick, probably the biggest thing that stands out to me is Maddox Kirkland is 318 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing, 6 total touchdowns. And then it was receiving core. Nathan Twite, 99 yards. Cade Silflo, 99 yards, 3 touchdowns. Riley Rotzasunder, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. Tanner Clemenhagen, only 60 yards rushing, but 2 touchdowns. He's had a lot of long runs, but they've all came back on 3 or 4 holding penalties.
He did have the receiving touchdown,
and
too.
a
receiving
receiving touchdown. So, again, as you usually see with Kendrick, they're spreading the ball around to all of their athletes. So just another well-balanced attack from the Kendrick offense, and then Kendrick's defense just doing what they do, other than the one, the score that Oatman had on them. And
I would say there might be enough penalty yardage in this game that it would rival the combined total.
It could. It could. There have been
wild.
A lot of penalties.
There's been a ton of penalties.
A lot of penalties.
They're averaging 3 per drive. I've been keeping track of that. So that's that for right now. So at the half, 62-6, Kendrick leads over Kamiah, who will be back in 3.5 minutes here on IdahoSports.com.
Dear non-stick surface, you're great for scrambling eggs, but to drive on, good thing we have amazing traction. Let's bond. Toyota all-wheel drive vehicles. Toyota. Let's go places.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out in-demand jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
We're Valleywide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Once again, we have contributed to your Ideal College Savings Program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Ideal. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. I love it.
College costs money.
And we're back here at half. Kendrick leads Kamiah 62-6. Team's out on the field going through their warm-ups. They're actually not going to put more time back on, so
that's okay.
I'm okay with that. We're going to get running clock in the second half. I'm okay with that.
Yes.
Mariners and Tigers are tied at 2-all in the bottom of the 11th.
I was looking over some of these stats and thinking about some of the things from the halftime stats, and one thing that really surprised me is Maddox Kirkland, and I guess it kind of doesn't surprise me, but Maddox Kirkland on the season only has 1,500 yards passing. He has 300 here at halftime, but Kamiah has made them make longer drives, so he's able to throw the ball more rather than some of these other games where he's only getting 6 or 8 attempts or completions. But the other thing I was kind of wondering is, you think Ty's actually maybe not letting him pass as much so he doesn't break any of his passing records?
I mean, that's a conspiracy theory. That's a rabbit hole. You could.
I think I'm going to get that one.
I think it has a lot to do with having to call off the dogs early.
No, it 100% is. Yeah, no, it 100%. I just needed to get a little jab in on Ty. But
nobody's going to get a one-up on me. No, I mean, Ty would probably be the first one to admit to. He's like, who's the better talent at QB? And he's probably Maddox. Ty was a heck of a leader, man. I tell you what, he was an unbelievable leader. He is as a coach, too.
Yeah,
but
well, and even when he played and now as a coach, his teammates and the kids, they just really respect him. They know he puts in the work, he puts in the extra time, and they, when that coaching position kind of came up, the kids were levying for him to get the job, and it's fun to see that.
So Kamiah is going to kick off to open the second half. Kendrick will receive. Back deep to receive, I believe, is that Cade Selflo or Nathan Twite? It's Cade. I'm trying to look for 11.
Tanner Clemenhagen.
Tanner Clemenhagen. Okay, I saw one.
They all look the same. They're all
6'2".
6'2" and kind of skinny and.
So Oatman's going to kick it off here. And that is a live ball still, and Clemenhagen knocks it out of bounds.
That was actually a great kick by Oatman there.
It was. So first down and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Maddox Kirkland's going to come out. I get a text from Hayden Eulencott, update 40-13, Lewiston up on Sandpoint, going, Lewiston is for real with an exclamation point.
Pulling away.
Ryan Stewart over the left side, first down, and then some. Pick up 14 on the play in the first down. Run over the left side.
Roberts on the tackle for the Cubs.
Yeah, that's exciting for Lewiston. I think that program's in for a real treat, having Coach Hobart, Coach Frisbee, and
Ken Hobart helping out too.
Ken helping here and
Justin
there.
Podrobsky.
What a great coaching staff.
Toss out to the near side. Ryan Stewart cutting it back up the middle. He's going to take off down the left hash now at the 20, 10, 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Kendrick.
Number 6, Orion Stewart.
And Ryan Stewart has left the building.
Touchdown.
66 yards for the touchdown from Ryan Stewart.
Kind of a statement right there, coming right back out of the half, and
so two players to the right side, back in the backfield with Kirkland is Stewart. Clemenhagen in motion. They're going on the speed option over to the right side, and that's going to be sniffed out, nothing doing. Nice job defensively for the Cubs. That was number 58, Ryland Skinner on the tackle.
Gosh, we haven't called his name hardly at all. He's been pretty quiet.
So 68-6, 62-point lead for Kendrick. The third quarter underway. Clock continuing to run. Just checking.
Where are your travels taking you back tonight?
I'm going to stay at my parents' house. I'm not camping. Yeah, we're going to Clarkston. I'm going back out in the morning. A little rain didn't hurt anybody.
Number 15, Kamiah, set to kick off for the Tigers.
So kick things off here. Yeah, I'm avoiding that drive back to Coeur d'Alene tonight. That's not happening. My son's hanging out a triple play right now anyways. So.
Oh, he's having a good time then.
That's right. Kick fielded. And brought across the 45 to the 46. That would be Logan Keene. And to the top of the 12th inning we go. Mariners and Tigers still tied.
Tackled by number 84, Hudson Kirkland, number 15, Kamiah. Tigers. The first and 10 Cubs at the 47.
Snap and roll to the right, Landmark with it. He's going to let it fly. He's got Oatman in stride. A little juke move, and he's going to turn the Jets on. Picks up a nice block from Schoening, and he's going to be inside the 5. Nice gain there on first down, gain of 51.
Tackle by number 21, Tanner Clemenhagen for the Tigers.
It's a good thing Tanner Clemenhagen also excels at track. He was able to, I didn't think anybody was going to catch Oatman right there.
Didn't quit on the play, that's for sure.
No, he did not.
Schoening got a nice block on Nathan Twite out there. I don't know how many times I've had a game start the second half at past 8:40 in the evening.
Yeah, usually you're kind of thinking maybe it's about to wrap up.
Mm-hmm. Especially get some of those IEL games with run-heavy teams. As Landmark runs into a buzzsaw's dropped where he stands.
On the keeper. Tackle number 4, Nathan Kimberling for the Tigers.
Kimberling on the tackle for loss.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. Bring up second.
Yeah, I had a game this year. It was Lakeland and Post Falls.
Okay.
And if we hit halftime, and it was like 37 minutes first half.
Oh my gosh.
It was fast.
Jeez.
Fast. Landmark surveys, throws out to the left, incomplete.
Landmark's pass falls incomplete.
Bring up third down and goal.
Bring up third and goal for the Cubs.
Hitting that wall, aren't you?
I am. This is the part where I would chew sunflower seeds, but that's not good. That's not good audio. And a dribbling snap. Landmark's just going to have to plop on it. That's a football term. Look it up. Bring up fourth down.
The fourth and goal for the Cubs.
If Tush push can be a thing, so can plopping on the ball.
I believe you.
Coming up with the conclusion of the game, we'll have your IdahoSports.com player of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Be sure to check our Instagram and social media pages this week for plays of the week. Some great plays from around the state of Idaho. Rolling to his left, Landmark looking. Stops, throws into the corner, out of bounds, incomplete. So we think, kind of out of our view.
He was definitely out of bounds. I actually think he caught that pass. It was really a great catch, but he's just out of bounds.
So a turnover on downs. Maddox Kirkland coming back out to lead the Kendrick offense.
Last series saw a heavy dose of Orion Stewart. See what Coach Kubs decides to do here.
Hank Heimgartner is going to loosen up in the bullpen. Probably see freshman QB come in. Handoff in the hole, nice run. Clemenhagen picking up about 8 yards on the carry.
Clemenhagen, the ball carrier. Picks up 9 yards on the play.
That was another interesting stat Ty gave me, just kind of in a kind of a comparison manner, I guess. Was Maddox has 1,500 yards on the season, but Hank Heimgartner's played so much in these big wins that he's actually got 500 yards.
Nice handoff there and a run for the Tigers to pick up a first down. Let's see who that was. Actually, that was Raleigh Rothstein. Got it out of the backfield. So the starters check it out. Backups come in for the Tigers. Going to learn a whole new list of names here. For you guys, I mean, if you're doing Kendrick games often, you get to know these kids pretty well because they come in around halftime for pretty much most of the games.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, as a starter, you can kind of bum, but as you look at the future of Tigers, you're getting these guys a lot of experience in varsity games, and good for the program.
Carry from Blake Morgan.
Blake Morgan, the ball carrier.
Pickup of 2.
Picks up 3 yards on the carry.
Second down. Snap, handoff. Met with force. That was Oatman planting. Running back number 26, Brandon Duggan.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers.
Apologize to folks watching. I'm slacking and not changing the quarter from halftime to third quarter. Thanks to our friend Hayden Eulencott checking in on us.
Bring up 4th and 10 for the Tigers.
He can sure multitask. If he's broadcasting a game right now and telling us to check our feed.
Having done several games with him this year, it is impressive how, I mean, he's on his phone, he's keeping track. He is a very, very good multitasker.
Kendrick is punting, the rare punt. And it's going to get across midfield. Got some spin to it. Going to take a friendly roll. Be down at the 37-yard line.
Number 19 catch, Littlefield for the Tigers.
That's the end of the third quarter. So we're going to go to the fourth quarter of play. Kendrick leads 68-6. We'll be back with more on IdahoSports.com.
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out in-demand jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
And we're back for the fourth quarter play.
Score, it is the top of the 12th inning. It is 2-2. Top of the 12th inning. It is 2-2.
Making the announcement for the Mariners game, 2-2. Runners on first and second for the Tigers. As a Mariners fan, I'm not okay right now. I can't have my heart broken one more time. So first down at 10, Kamiah with football. Landmark's going to roll to his left again. Good pressure from the Kendrick defense. Landmark's going to actually pick up a pretty nice gain of 8 on the scramble. Bring up second down and short.
Number 64, Tyler Hoffman. Number 13, Reese Teft on the tackle for the Tigers. Gain of 7 yards on the play.
Second down is short. Landmark's going to hand it off. And met at the line, nothing doing. Good defensive play there from number 26, Brandon Duggan. Looking like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. A reference to some people, that's going to go so far over their head. If you're a late 80s wrestling fan, you would understand that reference. Third down and short. That was Damian Ochoa on the carry. And the pass out to the left side. Catch is made by Gavin Schoening.
Kubs picks up the first down.
So first down at 10 for Kamiah. Ball at midfield. Single receiver out to wide side is Roberts. Devin Davis is out to the left side. Oatman's going to carry it around the right side on the sweep, trying to find the seam, and swarming defense is there. A gain of just a couple. We'll bring up second down.
Talking about number 9, Jerry Anderson, number 13, Reese Teft.
Reese Teft and Jerry Anderson on the tackle for the Tigers.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Oh, Jerry Anderson, Raleigh Road Center, he was out for a couple of games with an injury, and actually got to see Jerry Anderson come in and get some good quality minutes in some spots that Raleigh usually plays. Kind of a good up-and-comer that Ty was excited about.
Just a sophomore. Landmark rolling to his left. He's going to throw, and good defense. Almost caught on the tip by Oatman, but good defense underneath. That was Blake Morgan on the coverage.
Landmark's pass broken up.
Yeah, that's a great job by Oatman to kind of stick with that and almost catch it off the tip.
Bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cubs.
So 3rd down and 7. Landmark going to keep it around there on the right side and slips to the turf, picks up just a yard. That'll bring up 4th down.
Landmark on the keeper.
He was cutting back into a lane right there that I think if he doesn't slip and fall, I think he might have actually gone the distance.
So 4th down and about 6.
He was the closest guy. Bring up 4th down for the Cubs. 46-yard line.
Runners at 1st and 3rd now. Tigers and Mariners are tied 2-2. Tigers are up to about the top of the 12th.
How many outs?
0.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, sorry, 2 outs.
2
I
outs.
apologize.
Oh,
Two,
okay.
2 outs, luckily.
Well, there's still some hope for you.
There is some hope. Landmark's going to tuck it and run. Jumps over a defender and gets the 1st down. That was an impressive effort from Landmark to get the 1st down.
That might be another possible
play of the
top
game.
play.
Yeah, play of the week.
Yeah, play of the week.
So 1st down and 10. Kamiah still driving. Landmark's going to roll to his left. Looking, pressure coming. Gets out of it, and he's going to slide to the turf, picking up a couple.
Landmark, the ball carrier. Reese Blake Morgan on the tackle for the Tigers. Gain of 2 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 8.
Bottom of the 12th we go. Mariners still tied. You're saying there's a chance. So Landmark in the shotgun. Handoff straight ahead. Oatman dancing in the hole. Good defensive presence there. Picks up a few. Gain of 3.
Everett Oatman, the ball carrier.
A tough night for the Cubs. A good team. I'm telling you, they're going to go far in the playoffs.
No, they are. They are. We talked about it earlier. You can't take anything away from this Cubs team. They proved in the first half that they're good. They're a solid team. They've got athletes. They've got a good defense. They're going to be just fine.
Landmark rolling, going to throw to the end zone. A little short ball there, and they're going to call pass interference, and I think that's a good call.
I would agree.
Receiver is trying to come back to it, and was impeded from his opportunity to get the ball.
Good learning opportunity for a young Kendrick defensive back. You got to get your head around and at least try to find the ball.
It was Cash Littlefield on the PI.
Oh, and as you said, it's going to be fun to kind of watch this unfold in the White Pine League here. Who's going to end up in that 2nd place spot? There's still some good games coming up with some of these other teams, and it's going to be a fun ride here the last few weeks.
Yeah, some marquee games coming up on the schedule. Obviously, Kendrick getting the meat of their schedule on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Landmark's going to throw. Dangerous little, I like the dandy little pass pattern there, running the out route with the slant coming underneath of it. And threw it right back to the inside to Roberts for the 1st down. That'll bring up 1st down and goal. So coming up at the conclusion of the game, we'll have your IdahoSports.com player of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. We'll have a short post game. We've had a long game.
I'm ready. I'm already ready.
And off straight ahead. Oatman trying to follow his blockers. Leans into the end zone for the touchdown. So Cubs back on the board. First time that we've seen double digits from any opponent this year.
Yeah.
Against Kendrick.
Number 2, Lance Steppe. 4-yard touchdown run for the Cubs. Oh, check that, number 7. Everett Oatman.
So 2-point conversion coming, empty set. Landmark's going to roll, looking, and has a receiver wide open for the 2-point conversion.
And the 2-point conversion is good.
68-14 is where our score stands. With 2 minutes left with that running clock. Looking at my step counter for the day.
Quite a few.
16,000. It's been a day. That's counting standing here, just pacing back and forth too.
Trying to stay awake, right?
Right, that's right.
Keep moving.
Can't fall asleep if I'm moving. So who, I mean, stat-wise, who's in play for player of the game? I mean, Maddox had himself he had a ball game.
Yeah, Maddox. I mean, again with Kendrick, you can put names in a hat and draw one, but yeah, Maddox is. I mean, he's got a pretty impressive stat line. Cade Silflo again, Orion Stewart. Yeah, really. I mean, you can just kind of.
I think it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. And especially all of that's in the first half.
Yeah, that's bananas.
No passing attempts in the, or no passing completions in the second half.
Kickoff going to be picked up at the 20, down the sideline, and
Number 19, Cash Littlefield.
tackle from Landmark. Ooh.
On the return for the Tigers.
Mariners got a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position with no outs. Here we go. All right.
Manufacture a run here.
Stay tuned for me going nuts on the air. That'd be cool. And that's going to be the conclusion of the ball game. So Kendrick's going to win 68-14, your final. And we'll just go ahead and announce the IdahoSports.com player of the game. We'll run a commercial real quick, and we'll bring it on back. You're watching football here on IdahoSports.com.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
And we're back. Your final here in Kendrick. Kendrick wins 68-14 over Kamiah on homecoming. Time for your IdahoSports.com player of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. I've got a script to read for you. Reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field or on the road. Be in the moment and free from distractions. Our player of the game is pretty cut and dry, Coach. Yes. Maddox Kirkland, 318 yards passing, 5 TDs passing, 1 rushing touchdown, so 6 total touchdowns in the game. That's going to do it on homecoming.
and remind you, all in the first half.
All in the first half as well. So your final, Kendrick wins 68-14 over Kamiah. For Tim Stelflo joining me tonight, thank you very much, Coach Ryan Skaggs.
Yep, thank you.
You guys have a safe and happy weekend, and we'll see you on down the road next week.